I'm going to jump over to something completely different. Because often in my interviews, I speak about the new earth and topics like we're speaking about now, and not so much about healing. And I was thinking about the other day that I bet a lot of people are suffering from physical ailments and pains. And there's so many different pains we can have in our bodies. I'm just amazed how much our physical bodies can hurt in so many ways. And just as an example, like this summer, I started itching on my eye and I have no idea why. And to me, I interpret it as a metaphysical cause, but I cannot understand what it is. And I try to meditate on it. And my question is, why do we have so many physical ailments and pains and diseases that are in a way holding us back from this joy?
It's because of everything is vibrational. So it's out of alignment manifestation. You cannot be in alignment and be ill or hurting. It's impossible. Now, I'll go into that more in a second, but there are a lot of indications of this, a lot of stories written. Anita Morjani, I talk about her story all the time. I'm sure you know who she is. And when she explains her body died, her body covered in lesions, cancer for years, and it just ate away at her. She died. She went into alignment, left her physical vibration here, as all NDEs, everybody does. They leave it where there is vibrational agreement for it. She went on to have an experience to come back and tell us how she got sick and how she got well. Now, from all of that, her story explains that, and what it boils down to is her fearful beliefs, her fearful thoughts, the teachings, everything that was influenced into her, that she was creating her reality from, was out of alignment. Everything was out of alignment. And as she focused on trying not to get cancer, she talks about she was hell-bent on not getting cancer. I have friends that are on the internet all day long, looking up ailments, looking up this, looking up, and I go, why would you do that? What are you doing? Because when you are focused on something, you are creating the experience of it. So when she released that, as she went up, let's say, and she left her physical vibration where in the sickness that it held, because there's contrast, she was healed. Now, when she came back, she refocused, knowing what she knew vibrationally, and brought that back. Her body responded to her new vibration and she was healed. Now, physical healing happens every day. People don't believe it. In A Course in Miracles, Jesus said, the reason people don't believe in the healing of the body is because the symptoms of the body, it's the last manifestation of our out of alignment beliefs and understandings. We run into walls and boulders and arguments and all this stuff, but we continue down that path and we end up sick. And Jesus said, is because they don't believe it. Because when you ask for healing, it is given. But the body responds to your vibration. The body is a manifestation of what you think about it. So if you say, okay, I believe that my soul will heal me, God will heal me, whatever you want, that vibration is of healing. There's no illness there. But then you look down and you see a rash, or you see, you have a pain in your side, or whatever the illness is, or you're diagnosed with something, you still see the symptoms of it, because the body is a third dimensional utility, and the body must take time to respond to your shifted vibration. So the belief, you must have the belief. Now, I've done this on myself many times, and I am a testament to, yeah, it works. But the belief, if you have to switch your perspective, the belief is what brings the manifestation. It's not the other way around. The manifestation, as Abraham says, is old news. The manifestation is the product of the vibration that created it, of your focus. So if you are always, like, if you have that, you have a scratchy eye. I woke up one morning, couldn't walk on my left knee. I couldn't put my weight on my left knee. I didn't even do anything to it. I got out of
did that too.
You did that too? And I'm like, what is that? It
Just
was
one
so
whole
weird.
day, I couldn't walk on my
Yes.
leg.
Well, mine went on for like a month. It would get better and worse. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So I would spend time at the office just walking around outside limping. And Joseph said, all we want you to do now, of course, it was for the experience of it. Nothing was wrong with my knee, but I couldn't put weight on it. And so all we want you to do is as you're walking, we want you to focus on your right knee. How does your right knee feel? And I did that. And I woke up one morning, gone, just gone. As fast as it came, it went. So this is the power of our beliefs. So the body manifests the out of alignment vibrations. It is an experience that we create by way of our focus. If the government says you're going to get sick, go do this, and you go do that, it's out of alignment, first of all. It's all out of alignment. We have people dying every day from out of alignment medications throughout eons of time, medications that are created to combat, take note of the words I'm using, to combat a disease or something that was created by focus on it for a purpose of experimentation. That's one avenue of that. To scientific stuff. But if somebody tells you you're going to be sick from this, and you know, I have friends that live in fear. I'm going to go get this, and I'm going to go get this, and they tell me this. They have no knowledge of anything they're saying, but they're going to do that anyway. So Joseph always told me, get the chemicals out of your body. Get the chemicals out of your body. Get the chemicals out of your body. And people say, well, I'm so sick. You know, I have people that come and say, you know, I was diagnosed with this. I have this throat thing. I can't talk. Well, how do you feel about that? It's difficult. It's difficult for the human to hear. You can heal it yourself when they're still feeling the pain. You know, it is difficult, but it is a shift in perspective because God doesn't create anything. Now we refer to God as the collective soul, your unique soul. Doesn't create anything from the out of alignment position, nothing. So that means everything that is created from the position, including everything that we create. Obviously, this is universal law stuff. So everything that is created from the vibration of love cannot be anything but that when it is in its original form. Just like Anita, when she came back in that, holding that vibration in her physical body healed. And she's alive and well and enjoying her life and running around the world telling people about the manifestations of fear. And yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so even like breaking your leg or just stumbling, like all these things have metaphysical causes.
You know, I said I have a teacher friend of mine, a spiritual teacher friend of mine who went to France, and she said, I said, how was it? Well, on day 2, I was walking down this very steep hill and I fell. And I said, oh, you're right. You know, and she said, well, I got a couple scrapes. And I really think that they were trying to tell me, you know, I have to hold off on this and hold off on that. And I think it could be a message for this. And I said, or you could have just stumbled. Could have stumbled on a rock. I mean, we make so much more out of things. We're still human. We still have a human body, you know, and there's still boulders in our way, you know. But if we get our soul involved in our day-to-day workings and our day-to-day lives, they will be much more joyful, and we won't trip as much. We don't, trip, you know, because they take us around the boulders vibrationally.
To watch the full video, click the link below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.